What's up, YouTube? Welcome to NBA Hoops, LeBron Fan Exposed Part 2. Let's get right into it.
Michael Jordan, all six finals Michael Jordan played against, he went against the Lakers. That was Magic Johnson last year. He had AIDS. James Worthy and Byron Scott was out of the series because they was hurt. So it was just Michael Jordan against a sorry Lakers team. The next year you go against Portland Trail Blazers, who didn't have nobody but Clyde Drexler. And who? Kevin Duckworth? Oh, he's sorry. Who else did they have? Jerome Kersey? Oh, he's sorry. And then who they go against the next year? The Phoenix Suns? You had Charles Barkley and who else? Kevin Johnson and Dan Marley. Man, them niggas ain't no competition.
Man, talk about disrespect. This man just disrespected the 1991 Los Angeles Lakers, 1992 Portland Trail Blazers, and the 1993 Phoenix Suns in a matter of seconds. First and foremost, the 1991 Los Angeles Lakers, who he said it was Magic Johnson and nobody else. James Worthy played 4 out of 5 of those games. And he played minutes. It wasn't like he came and played 15 minutes a game. He was one of the leading scorers on the team. James Worthy played 4 out of 5 games. What if I told you, or what if I told him that Draymond Green didn't play in the 2016 NBA Finals? They'd be like, well, he was there 6 out of 7 games, wasn't he? I mean, tell me if that doesn't sound stupid to you. James Worthy played 4 out of 5 games, but he wasn't there. Byron Scott played all 5 games. He started all 5 games, but he wasn't there. He played 40 minutes a game, but he wasn't there. Let me tell you something. In 1991, the Los Angeles Lakers came and made it to the NBA Finals. Portland won 63 games that year and couldn't make it to the finals. Los Angeles made it. The Lakers were a healthy team when they came into the playoffs. When they were in the NBA Finals, James Worthy missed 1 game. But what did he do the other 4 games? Was he successful? I mean, the team was down. They weren't able to successfully get over the Chicago Bulls. It wasn't like they were up, 3-1 and then James Worthy went out and the Bulls won. The Bulls were slamming the Los Angeles Lakers down in 1991 and James Worthy went out 1 game. And the team had Vlade Divac in his second year. They had AC Green. They still had Byron Scott. Magic Johnson was 31 years old. James Worthy was 29. Byron Scott was 29. These guys were not old. Magic played spectacular in the regular season, and he played spectacular in the playoffs. I mean, he averaged 19.4 points per game, 12.5 rebounds, 12.5 rebounds a game in the regular season. In the finals, he dominated. Look at how well he played in that finals. Does he look like a sick man to you? Oh, man. 1991, Michael Jordan beat the Los Angeles Lakers, slammed them, and won his first NBA title. 1992, he faced the Portland Trail Blazers, the team that had the best record in the Western Conference, with Kevin Duckworth and Terry Porter and, Clyde Drexler. I mean, the team had 4 guys that had made the NBA All-Star either before or after or during that time. They were not a garbage team. Cliff Robinson, God rest his soul. I mean, these guys were not bums. I mean, I could easily say, in 10 years from now that, the Los Angeles Lakers today was a bunch of bums. But what do I have to prove it? Anthony Davis, he's trash. What's the evidence behind it? A man who's trash is not going to make the NBA All-Star team. Definitely not trash. If you say he's a good player, but not superstar level, I'll say, okay. Clyde Drexler was probably the only superstar on that team. But the rest of the players were all-star caliber players. Scottie Pippen wasn't even in that superstar category 1990, 1991 going forward. He became an eventual superstar. But what happened in 1992 was the Los Angeles Lakers beat the best Western Conference team. The Bulls made it to the NBA Finals and beat the best Western Conference team. And Michael Jordan was able to sweep the New York Knicks to get there with Patrick Ewing, the rest of the guys, with Kiki Vandeweghe and all them. He was able to beat the Detroit Pistons in 1991 and sweep them. In 1992, he was able to beat legitimate teams to get to the NBA Finals. He didn't beat no 40-win teams to get there. A bunch of 40-win teams. He beat legitimate teams to get to the NBA Finals in 1992, and he beat a really good team in the NBA Finals, not a trash team. In 1993, he disrespected the Phoenix Suns. They won 62 games that year. 62. And you know who was their superstar? League MVP Charles Barkley. League MVP Charles Barkley. Not a bum. You know, Charles Barkley, who was part of the Team USA, who won league MVP over Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, that was like a little bit of an edge, on him to, push himself to the next level and beat Charles Barkley to show the league who the real MVP was. In 1993, Charles Barkley had Tom Chambers on his team. He had Kevin Johnson on his team. He had Dan on his team. He had oh my God. The man had 4 all-star players that had made the all-star team. Cedric made the all-star team. I mean, man, Kevin Johnson. I mean, he just disrespected Kevin Johnson like he was a nobody. 3-time NBA All-Star, but he just wasn't that good. Pau Gasol was a 1-time NBA All-Star in 7 years before he joined the Los Angeles Lakers and joined Kobe Bryant, and Kobe Bryant lifted his game up and made him into a legitimate All-Star, even though he only made it 1 time, and he was 0 wins, 16 losses before he had joined Kobe Bryant in the NBA playoffs. But is somebody going to say Pau Gasol was trash? Just because this generation doesn't know who Tom Chambers was, who doesn't know who Kevin Johnson was, they're going to throw the word, oh, there's no competition. The team won 62 games. I promise you, if the Phoenix Suns had beaten the Chicago Bulls and beaten Michael Jordan, this would be all over the world right now. People will talk about it every single day. But no, Kevin Johnson and Tom Chambers and Charles Barkley, that's no competition. Man, let's hear what else this man has to say.